In this short video, I'm going to talk about overall design and give you some ideas and some things you might want to think about as you're putting your project together. There's two main types of cabinets out there. The first is the European style, also known as the frameless style. And you'll recognize those because the doors are attached directly to the side of the cabinet. They're pretty straightforward. Your main decision with those is to decide whether you want to put 2 or 3 levels of rollouts in them. The second type of cabinet, which is maybe a little more prevalent, is called face frame cabinets. And those are pretty obvious because they have wood that goes around the front of the cabinet and the doors are attached to that wood. Now on those, when the cabinets get a little bit wider, a lot of times they'll have what's called a center style. It's that piece of wood where the doors meet. If you do have a center style, there's a great solution, and that is to take the center style and to attach it to one of the doors, so when you open up the cabinet, that center style comes with it. And so instead of having 4 little small drawers, you only need 2 wide drawers, and it's much more efficient, and you're not wasting all that space in the middle. Another place you'll see the style a lot is in bathrooms, and bathrooms are typically one place I will leave the style there. The way the plumbing is usually set up, a lot of times offset to one side or another, and so on the side where the plumbing might be in the way, you can put a rollout on the bottom, and a lot of times on the other side of the style there won't be anything in the way, so you can actually put in 2 or even 3 different rollouts over there to really maximize the space underneath sinks. Another place I come across where there's a lot of wasted space is if you have a drop-in cooktop. There's typically room to stick another 1 or 2 levels in there, and those are usually really nice wide cabinets, so it's a great place to pick up some space. Probably the best place in the kitchen to pick up extra space is if you have a pantry. Most pantries, full-depth pantries, are about 24 inches deep, and if you don't have any sort of rollout, they're just big black holes, as you probably know. With rollouts, especially the type of rollouts that I use with the full extension ball bearing slides that come all the way out, now you're able to use all of that space. There's a lot of different ways that pantries are set up. If you have pantries that have fixed shelves, you can definitely put rollouts on all of those shelves. And also if you use much canned goods, there's typically room to throw in rollouts in between those shelves as well. And I go over videos on the install page on how to actually install those. A standard pantry will have anywhere between 5 and 7 rollouts. I've done something with as many as 9. Also, a lot of times people will have pantries in closets that'll just have a few fixed shelves. Sometimes those will have like a closet door on it, just like a regular door, and when you open it, you'll have maybe 4 to 6 to 10 inches on either side of the door of kind of wasted space. What I do in that case is I'll make a rollout basically that sits on the shelf and comes through the opening of the door. But now you've picked up all that space that's the width of the door that you're able to access easily. At this point, I'd recommend looking below at the picture gallery. See, there's a lot of different places that you can put rollouts. I do them in furniture. I do a lot of rollouts in living rooms, in built-in cabinets. I've done a lot of rollouts in RVs. There's all different kinds of places you can put rollouts when you start thinking about it, and any place that you stick them is going to make life that much easier to get to what's there.